What's going on, and welcome to the top 10 Nopon list. Today we're going to be answering the age-old question, who are the best? And to start off, we're going to be avoiding a good amount of the main character Nopon just because I feel like for a lot of people, like especially me, Ricky would just be at number 1 every time, and I feel like that's a little unfair, so we're going to do some more obscure Nopon this time. And coming in at number 10, this is one of the main exceptions to the, no main character Nopon rule, it's going to be Kino. And I mean, technically he's not a main character because he's in Future Connected, but it doesn't really matter, because just overall, he was a wholesome little dude. And through the whole time of Future Connected, I couldn't really get a smile off my face anytime he had a scene, so that's why I put him at number 10 on my list. And number 9 on my list, it's gonna have to be Milo from Xenoblade Chronicles 1. This guy, he is awesome, dude. Like, he has access to the secret club in Alchemoth, and also, with this little line of text you can see, while Dunban tries to convince him to give up alcohol, Nilo, he honestly, in this, he sounds self-sacrificing as if he has to be there for his buddies. And he enjoys it as well. He enjoys being there for his buddies to party. So I feel it's a really noble and selfless sacrifice for him to make. So yeah, that's why Nilo's number 9 on my list. And for number 8 on my list, this may come as a shock for many of you, but number 8 is Puyo Puyo from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And the reason I'm putting Puyo Puyo this spot, it's honestly quite simple. They just were a very crucial character to help us out to find the Crane criminals in that side mission in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Just an upstanding Nopon citizen, and one that we should all look up to. For number 7 on our list, it's gonna be the man, the myth, Pepunin. I cannot name a single Nopon who is ever as stanced up as this man currently is in this scene. And I'm honestly not even going to show you another image. This is all you need to see. He is stanced up and he is ready. And for number 6 on this list, with one of the most upstanding Nopon citizens in the Frontier Village, it is Doba Doba. Doba Doba is one of the main pollen orb manufacturers, and honestly, without him, a lot of the village would be not functioning as well as it could without the pollen orbs. And while he may not be as lit as Zazadan, who makes his red pollen orbs, he still is a very upstanding citizen who deserves a lot of recognition, and that's why I put him on this list. And for number 5, it's gonna be the one, the only Falala from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And I have a lot to say about Falala. I think she is one of the most based and goated Nopon of the entire series. She loses her son, right? And she's like, oh, what do I do? She doesn't even say that. What am I saying? She becomes a famous singer just to find her son. She just becomes just an influencer just to find her son. And I think just the fact that she did that through sheer willpower is honestly quite astonishing, and she deserves a lot of respect. And I feel that for number 4, we have to do one of the main representatives of Monolith Soft, and it is Monopon. And don't get her confused with the Monopon, which is Ricky's legendary weapon, but this is just Monopon. And one of the main reasons I put her this high on the list is because she's always out there trying to bust her butt, getting us all that new content for Xenoblade Chronicles 3 released early, so we get to see all the new stuff, see what's going on, and then she disappears just like she always does, but then comes back with more banger content for the new game. And I really appreciate that, so that's why she's up this high on the list. Now that we're in the top 3, this is where it gets serious. But for number 3, we're going to be talking about the one and only Nira from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Not only did this guy, think Banna was evil before anyone else did, he also just has that hardcore entrepreneurial mindset that I feel like encapsulates the Nopon race, and I feel he's just a good example of a upstanding and well-rounded Nopon. I mean, he has a little bit of greed, but I think we have to, every Nopon has greed, let's be honest. And for number 2 on this list, it may be a little unexpected, but I think I'm going to have to give it the Don to Don Don, one of the best Nopon in existence. If you haven't heard, Don to Don Don is the Nopon father to the Banana, and Banana, while he was evil, has his dad do be smoking a cigar gagar, and he kind of buff, he gets in a big mech, and I feel that Don to Don Don deserves some Don to Don Don credit, if you catch my Don to Don Don. And for number 1, It's gonna be the one and only, we don't even know his name, the Noppon Sage. This Nopon may look like any other normal Nopon, but this Noppon Sage, he is a one-of-a-kind beast. If you look into his background, he has defeated Telethia. And if you consider the fact that the Telethia he beat was probably over 9,000 years in the past, dude, this guy's probably been at least somewhat training for the past 9,000 years. No shot, he's just been kind of sitting there. And let's say he was probably sitting around in some meditation state, and that meditation state has been where he's been training against, like, imaginary foes. This guy, he probably is so much stronger than he was 9,000 years ago. I don't even want to think about what he could do if he was in the final fight with Shulk and friends. But just overall, this guy, I feel like with his strength and aptitude for, you know, power, he just kind of can top everyone. Even Don the Don, who is a very strong Nopon, the Noppon Sage tops him in almost every attribute. And with that, the list is concluded. You saw Don the Noppon Sage, and many other Nopon fight it against each other in a top 10 list created by yours truly. And I hope you enjoyed it, and if you didn't, smash that dislike button. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.